Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So right now I'm actually at the dairy farm and I'm in front of our big tractor. So I am actually going to be taking this and taking it up to the main farm and doing some tillage with it. So this is our tiller. He was just borrowing it up at the dairy for some work of his that he needed. And since this tractor is already on the tiller, we're just going to use this tractor. There isn't a whole lot that I want to do with it. Basically just knock down some of the weeds, and there's some washout areas from all the rain we got last spring. So I want to level that out. But our plan today is to start planting. We're going to start with a little patch of sweet corn, and then we're going to jump across the road from the main farm and do my new field. Alright, so I'm not doing much out here. Basically, at least right now, I'm just following this kind of washout here. So last spring we had a very, very wet year, and we had a lot of rains that came down very fast and very hard. So in a couple spots out here, they made a little bit of a washout, so all I'm doing right now is leveling those. So you can see looks like I'm basically just driving around, but that's all I'm doing is following the really low spots. I also went along the outside on the waterway. The main reason I did that was just to keep the waterway from coming into the field. So there's usually lots of weeds that'll grow on the outside. That's mostly just because there's the waterway there and it's the lowest spot, so there's always moisture there. So there's a little bit of a washout there that I took care of. Otherwise the rest was just for weeds. So that's pretty much all we want to do for this field. I'm probably gonna wait on that field because that's gonna be a little bit before we plant that. That'll actually be one of the last fields we plant. So I'm probably gonna wait on that because we are a no-till farm. We don't like doing tillage unless we have to for things like this. Especially at this place with all the hills, tillage, well, it loosens up the soil. So when it rains, it's a lot easier for it to wash out. It also buries all the trash, obviously, and it turns up the dirt. And while that can be good for some things, like it's a lot easier to plant into, the plant has a better start because it can poke out of the ground faster. But the downsides to that is you're burying all the nutrients, and you're also, since you're turning up the dirt, it's gonna dry out a lot faster. So all this trash and stubble that's on the field, that'll actually hold in moisture and keep it out of the sun and keep it from all the moisture evaporating into the air. So there's a lot of different reasons why we like to be no-till, but those are some of the main ones. So here, this is a little spot that I went around because I did some up there. But that's all I'm doing. Just going along the edge of the field. You can see the grass and weeds and whatnot have kind of grown in a little bit, and we're just pushing that out to where the field is supposed to be. So you can see across the road there, that's the field we're going to be starting on. We did spray that grass. It's been just over a week now, and you can still see it's a little bit green yet, but it is starting to change color, and it hasn't grown like the rest of the grass. You can kind of see a line there. I'm not sure how well the camera picks it up, but we're hoping to start that today. This little patch here that I did till, that's just going to be our little sweet corn patch, so we like to start off on that, just make sure the planter's working, and yeah, get it done while the planter is empty, because with the seeds, there are two different types of seeds, if you guys didn't know that. So once we get the regular seed in, we'd have to empty it out and do the sweet corn, which isn't that big of a deal, but it's just easier to start with that and then go till the planter runs out. Then we'll go and jump across the road. But that's about it for tillage. I'm probably going to, I might just leave this tractor here, or I might take it back. I'm not sure yet, but I will probably see you guys when we are starting to plant. So here's our sweet corn seed. You can see it's basically just corn, and it looks kind of dried up and crinkled up. So this will be enough to do everything that we need, probably plus some. Just put very little bit in. Otherwise, the rest of the planter is ready. All right, we got the sweet corn loaded. Monitor appears to be working. Everything should be set. Both fertilizers, liquid and granular, is loaded. We'll see how this goes. All right, so that ended up working good. Everything seemed to work. So I'm gonna take the rig back, and we got some seed we also have to pick up that is sitting at the dairy. So that'll be the seed for across the road. So once we get that, we're gonna head over there and hopefully start on that. All right, so we got the seed corn, and this stuff is not our normal conventional stuff. So this is all Roundup ready. Like I said, we're gonna be planting it across the road. So the main reason we're doing that is because if there's weeds growing, which there's a very likely chance with it being sod and all the grass and stuff that was there for so many years, it's a good chance of a lot of weeds coming up, so we want to make sure we can take care of that. So we're gonna put a bag in each box. There's still a little bit of sweet corn seed left in some of the units, but otherwise it's not a big deal if we plant a couple rows of sweet corn up there. All right, so now we got graphite we'll put in. All the graphite does is acts as a lubrication for the seed as it's going throughout the machine. So don't need to put a lot on, just a little bit on the top, and it'll end up working itself in. There. So now I think we're ready to head up. Alright guys, so it is the next day here, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not exactly sure how much I got filmed, but we actually got a lot of acres done. We did end up finishing up the field across the road, and then we started on the backfield and got quite a bit done on that too. So far things have gone fairly smooth. We did just drain the oil on the 4030 last night. We haven't put any back in yet, and we haven't changed the filter, so I'm probably going to do that real quick before anything. All right, so tractor should be ready to go now. Oil is in it and new filters in. So yeah, I think I'm probably gonna end the video here, guys. I'm not sure how long the video is getting, but yeah, we got lots of planting coming up, and probably lots of other cool stuff that you guys will see. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more planting videos, and thanks for watching.